Fine. So we were discussing about another type, the third type of granulocyte, the WBC, termed as basophil. With the help of basic dye, the alkaline dye application, we can stain and see them in the blood smear. Their proportion is 0.5% to 1%, means out of 1000 WBC, as many as 5 to 10, they may be the basophils. Basophils secrete different types of chemicals which ultimately help in um, inflammatory reactions, allergy, particularly inflammation type of reactions in which they help. This includes one of them, that is histamine. Students, please note down the role of histamine. Histamine is a vasodilator. Histamine is a vasodilator. In whichever part of the circulatory system within the blood it is secreted, in that region it causes blood vessels to dilate, enlarge their volume. That might help in increasing the blood flow in the given region. That is the vasodilator role. Another one is a serotonin. Serotonin is opposite to this one. It's a vasoconstrictor. It's a vasoconstrictor. Serotonin is a vasoconstrictor material. ऐसा. It will be inducing constriction of the blood vessels. So the blood supply will be reduced in the given region. So it is meant for constriction of the blood vessels. It is the vasoconstrictor. These two will help in inflammatory reactions, whereas the third one, which is called as the heparin, is an anticoagulant. Anticoagulant का meaning क्या होता है? That it will stop the blood from clotting. अगर आपको पता है कि clotting factors help in clotting of blood, fibrinogen and others will help in blood clotting. This works opposite to this. It will stop the blood from clotting. It is called anticoagulant material. The point is that inside the circulatory system, blood should not get clotted. Unnecessarily, blood should not get clotted. When injury happens, yes, blood should clot. But when there is no injury, unnecessarily blood should not undergo clotting. To avoid this kind of unwanted clotting, heparin is circulated in the body system. So basically, three different chemicals come into the blood: histamine, serotonin, and heparin from the basophil as and when required for the concerned function, by and large related with inflammatory reaction, the basophils. Have you copied this information? If yes, I can go to the next then.
Yes, sir.
That's good. The other type of WBC or leukocytes are called agranulocytes. As you can see in the pic also, I have enlarged. Can you see in an enlarged version of these cells? Their cytoplasm possesses granules. I don't know, when I enlarge the pic, parallelly, does it get enlarged in your screen also? Okay. So can you see that cytoplasm is with granules? That is something which made them to be known as granulocyte. And look at the cytoplasm of the other two. Is it with granules or without? Without, clear. So they are known as agranulocytes. One of them, lymphocyte. How much is the proportion of lymphocyte in the total WBC count? It is approximately 20 to 25%. Then can you tell me out of 1,000 how many will be lymphocytes? Out of every 1,000 WBC, 200 to 250 will be lymphocytes. Exactly. Lymphocytes prepare antibodies which shall provide protection and immunity to us. These lymphocytes, they all are originated in bone marrow. But after being originated in bone marrow, just like any other WBC which are being originated in bone marrow, but unlike them, after being originated, some of them remain in bone marrow for further maturation. Others migrate to thymus gland for further maturity. Those which are retained in bone marrow for further maturity, born and brought up in bone marrow, we call them as B lymphocytes, B cells. And others which are born in bone marrow but are brought up, means matured in thymus, are called as T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes, T lymphocytes. Two different types of lymphocytes over there. Boliye, clear? Is it clear or not? So I repeat, a type of agranulocytes are lymphocytes. Their proportion is 20% to as much as 25% in the total WBC count. They will provide us immunity. They are of two types. The B lymphocytes, which are born in bone marrow but are matured in bone marrow only, whereas T lymphocytes are born in bone marrow but are matured in thymus. Both of them provide us immunity. Last but not the least, the monocytes, the last category of WBC, agranulocytic WBC, and that is termed as monocyte. Their proportion is 6 to 8% in the total number of WBC. In 1,000, how many? 60 to 80. 60 to 80. Remember. They are also phagocyte. As you can make out, they are also, I told you na, that two types of cells, neutrophils and monocytes, are the phagocytic cells, which can change their shape, can come out from the wall of capillary into the tissues. What is that process known as? The one in which they come out from the wall of capillary and enter in the tissue for phagocyte. Exactly, Jugal, very good reply. Diapedasis, by which they can come out and then they carry out phagocytosis. This is the capacity of these two phagocytic cells. So they are also phagocytes, engulfing and destroying the bacteria and other microorganisms. Well, with that, I conclude the topic of WBC. Before I move on to the another one, my 4 questions. Which are the largest sized WBC? Shreya and rest all then after Khushi Desai and others are correct. Monocytes are largest in size. मुझे पता था आप लोग न्यूट्रोफिल लिखोगे क्योंकि आपके माइंड में वो नंबर वाला पॉइंट था. मैंने क्या पूछा आपको? साइज पूछा या नंबर पूछा?
Sir, you are not properly audible.
Acha, okay. So size wise, Rudra, I asked about size. I said that largest sized WBCs are which one? Monocytes. Which WBCs are smallest in number? Basophils, 5.5 to 1%. Which cells are largest in number? Which WBCs are largest in number? Then neutrophils. Which WBCs are smallest in size? Lymphocyte. So 4 पॉइंट्स को याद रख लेने का. लार्जेस्ट इन नंबर WBC अगर पूछा जाए तो न्यूट्रो. स्मॉलेस्ट इन नंबर द WBC पूछा जाए तो बेजो. लार्जेस्ट WBC इन साइज तो मोनोसाइट. स्मॉलेस्ट WBC इन साइज तो लिम्फोसाइट. अच्छा, what is the correct descending order of their proportion? इनिशियल चारों पांचों का इनिशियल लिख के सीक्वेंस दे दो मुझे. पांचों WBC, ऑल 5 WBC का इनिशियल लेटर का सीक्वेंस लिख के रख दो कि सर इस डिक्लाइनिंग नंबर में ये डाउनवर्ड जाते हैं. हाईएस्ट से लोवेस्ट नंबर पे जाना है आपको. Descending of order of their proportion, the WBC in the descending order of their proportion, N, L, M, E, B is correct, isn't it? Neutrophil 60 plus, lymphocytes 20-25, then monocytes 6 to 8%, then eosinophils 2 to 3%, and basophil 0.5 to 1%. किसी ने गलती से NLMEB की जगह पे NLEMB लिखा था, वो रॉन्ग था. याद रखना, न्यूट्रो, लिम्फो, मोनो, इयो एंड बेसो, वो सीक्वेंस है. Let's talk about platelets. I told you that the bone marrow has got some specialized cells which are called as the red bone marrow has got some specialized cells which are called as stem cells. From stem cells, various lineages originate. One of them leads to megakaryoblast, और उसमें से बनते हैं cells which are called as megakaryocytes. और ये megakaryocytes में से fragments form होते हैं which are called as platelets, which are named as what? Platelets. So always remember, the thrombocytes or platelets are the fragments of megakaryocyte cells of bone marrow. बोन मैरो के मेगाकैरियोसाइट सेल्स के फ्रेगमेंट्स को कहते हैं प्लेटलेट्स. ऐसा नंबर वाइज 1,50,000 to as many as 3,50,000 is the number of platelets per millimeter cube of blood. 1 millimeter cube of blood में 5 million to 5.5 million RBC, 1,50,000 to 3,50,000 platelets, and 6,000 to 8,000 WBC. ये होते हैं different types of cells. प्लेटलेट्स का फंक्शन है ब्लड क्लॉटिंग में हेल्प करना. दे हेल्प इन व्हाट? ब्लड क्लॉटिंग, कोएगुलेशन ऑफ ब्लड, या फिर बोल सकते हो ब्लड क्लॉटिंग. Coagulation of blood or blood clotting in which they help. They are the WBC. That they are the platelets. My mistake, sorry. We have completed this second topic. After the blood plasma composition, the second topic is different types of formed elements or blood cells, cellular components of blood. RBC, WBC, and platelets. I'll wait for 10 seconds to see if anyone is having any doubt or question. If not, then only I'll go to the next topic.
Sir, what was the number of platelets?
Kya ji?
Sir, the number of platelets.
1,50,000 to as many as 3,50,000 platelets per millimeter cube of blood.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, no one has raised any question. That means you all have followed. That means we can move on to the next topic, which is clotting of the blood. See, we will first study the blood clotting process in a simple manner, and then we will go in a complex manner. So blood coagulation or blood clotting, what is all about this one? So let us assume that you have a skin region in which injury occurred over there. Trauma or injury occurred in your body. So in that region, a wound is established. एक puncture, एक hole हो गया आपका वहां पे. The intact skin got punctured or damaged because of an injury. In that region, the platelets get accumulated. Platelets यहाँ पे accumulate हो जाते हैं इस injured region में. These platelets rupture and release the clotting factors. Even injured tissue also. Injured tissue and platelets together, they secrete chemicals which are called as clotting factors at the site of injury. They are responsible for cascade effect. Cascade process क्या होता है? A reaction leads to B reaction, B reaction leads to C reaction, C reaction leads to D reaction, D reaction leads to E reaction. Chain of reactions happen. One enzymatic process will lead to another reaction, another enzymatic reaction will lead to a third one. Like that, chain of such reactions will go on. This further leads to formation of one complex which is called as thrombokinase complex. And as you can see, such a thrombokinase complex formed at the site of injury blocks the injured site. Can you make out वो injured site को block कर देते हैं? This is all about blocking the blood flow. यहाँ से blood loss जो होता था injured site में से, वो blood loss को stop कर दिया by formation of what? Clot. So do you realize that the clot, when it is formed at the injured site, punctured site, It stops the blood flow. Bleeding stops over there. This is the reason why blood clot should be formed at the site of injury. How many understand this? How many of you understand this logic? You have a skin which gets punctured by injury. From that injured region, blood flow is there, bleeding is there. To stop this, the injured tissue and the platelets of the blood in that region, they secrete chemicals which are called as clotting factors. They initiate the chain of reaction. At the end of it, compounds are formed called thrombokinase complex is formed, which will help in clot formation and bleeding stops. Now, how come this thrombokinase complex is formed by the clotting factors? So in our blood, in our plasma, there is one protein which is already there. Before injury, every time in our blood, there is a protein availability named as prothrombin. But वो जो clotting factors है, वो इंजरी के बाद बनाते हैं एक कंपाउंड और जिसको कहते हैं थ्रोम्बोकाइनेस कॉम्प्लेक्स. तो ये रेडी होता है, ये प्रिपेयर किया जाता है आफ्टर इंजरी. आप दोनों में डिफरेंस अंडरस्टैंड करो. दोनों को साथ में नहीं रख सकते वरना क्या हो जाएगा, क्लॉटिंग बिफोर इंजरी हो सकता है कहीं पे. सो आपके पास प्रोथ्रोम्बिन तो होता है जो लीवर में प्रोड्यूस होकर ब्लड में सीक्रेट हुआ एक केमिकल है, बट यू डू नॉट हैव thrombokinase which is prepared only by the clotting factors liberated by the injured tissue and the platelets. So आपके जो प्लेटलेट्स है और इंजर्ड टिश्यू है वो रिलीज करते हैं क्लॉटिंग फैक्टर्स. उस क्लॉटिंग फैक्टर्स को लेके थ्रोम्बोकाइनेस प्रोथ्रोम्बिन को किसमें कन्वर्ट करता है, थ्रोम्बिन में. अच्छा, ये थ्रोम्बिन ब्लड के एक और प्रोटीन पे वर्क करता है जिसको कहते हैं फाइब्रिनोजन और उसको कन्वर्ट करता है फाइब्रिन. फाइब्रिनोजन एक मोनोमेरिक प्रोटीन होता है. फाइब्रिन उसका एक पॉलीमर होता है. तो जो मोनोमेरिक फाइब्रिनोजन है, ग्लोबुलर फाइब्रिनोजन, उसको वो पॉलीमेरिक इलोंगेटेड फाइबर्स के फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करता है विच आर कॉल्ड एज फाइब्रिन थ्रेड्स. तो ये थ्रोम्बिन फाइब्रिन थ्रेड्स के फॉर्मेशन में हेल्प करता है. और कहीं पे भी आपको जो इंजरी हुई है, यहाँ पे जैसे इंजरी है आपको और यहाँ से ब्लड लॉस हो रहा था, उसके नीचे ये नेटवर्क ऑफ फाइब्रिन अरेंज हो जाता है और इस नेटवर्क में कुछ WBC ट्रैप हो जाते हैं, कुछ RBC ट्रैप हो जाते हैं और एक पूरा स्ट्रक्चर जो बनता है डार्क, उसको कहते हैं क्लॉट. क्लॉट लिटरली सील कर देता है, सीलिंग कर देता है. जैसे कहीं पे पंक्चर हो वहां पे सीलिंग कर देना हम, ऐसा लिटरली सील्स द punctured region of the skin and prevents further blood flow from that region. उस रीजन का ब्लड फ्लो स्टॉप करता है. बोलिए, समझ में आया आपको पूरा टॉपिक?
Yes, sir. Understood.
So along with this clotting factors, calcium ions also play an important role in the process of blood clotting. It is one of the, let us consider a clotting factor ही है वो. एक टाइप का क्या है, clotting factor. Okay, now if I revise this platelet part, so I said that we have an injury, which two get activated? One is platelets and other is injured tissue. They both get activated. they secrete clotting factors. They secrete clotting factors. These clotting factors prepare what is called as thrombokinase. वो थ्रोम्बोकाइनेस कन्वर्ट करता है प्रोथ्रोम्बिन को थ्रोम्बिन में, प्रोथ्रोम्बिन को किस में? थ्रोम्बिन में। फिर ये थ्रोम्बिन कन्वर्ट करता है फाइब्रिनोजन को फाइब्रिन में, और ये फाइब्रिन के फाइबर्स इंजर्ड साइट पे क्या करते हैं? क्लॉट बनाते हैं टू प्रिवेंट द ब्लड क्लॉटिंग। बोलो, पूरा साइकिल क्लियर हुआ?
Yes, sir.
और इसमें कैल्शियम एंड विटामिन K for Krishna. So vitamin K and calcium ions play a significant role in this whole activity, in this whole process of blood clotting. Remember this one. I have completed the topic. If you have any question, you may ask.
Sir. Hello.
हाँ जी, बोलिए।
સર તો જેમ તમે જે થ્રોમ્બોકાઇનેસ એન્ઝાઇમ હોય એ ઇન્જરી થાય પછી એનું સિક્રેશન થાય તો સર
Thrombokinase is a complex of enzymes, not only one thing. It's an enzymatic complex actually, a one in which enzyme and some other important materials are together as a one group. It is called an enzymatic complex. It will be prepared by the clotting factors secreted from injured tissue and platelets only after injury. બોલો હવે.
તો સર પછી એને એનું સિક્રેશન કેવી રીતે રોકાય?
એનું
સિક્રેશન કેવી રીતે રોકાય?
હા, એટલે ઇન્જરીના સ્કેલ પ્રમાણે જેટલા પાર્ટમાં ઇન્જર્ડ થયા છે, ઇન્જર્ડ એ પોર્શનના જ સ્કિનમાંથી, અરે ટિશ્યુ, ઇન્જર્ડ ટિશ્યુમાંથી, અને એ પોર્શનમાં જ આવેલા પ્લેટલેટ્સ ક્લોટિંગ ફેક્ટર્સને રિલીઝ કરે. તો એટલા ક્લોટિંગ ફેક્ટર્સથી એક પર્ટિક્યુલર અમાઉન્ટમાં થ્રોમ્બોકાઇનેસ કોમ્પ્લેક્સ રેડી થાય અને એની ઇફેક્ટ થોડા ટાઈમ સુધી રહે. એવું નહીં કે પૂરા બોડીમાં ક્લોટ કરી દે. તો ઇટ ઇઝ અ લોકલાઇઝડ ઇવેન્ટ. એ જે એરિયામાં થયું એ એરિયામાં જ બોડીના ફોર્મ થઈને, યુટિલાઇઝ થઈને ફાઇબ્રિન ફોર્મેશનમાં યુઝ થઈ જાય, એવી રીતે.
ઓકે સર, થેન્ક યુ.
So it is not secreted, it is prepared, and once it is prepared, it will be functional, and once it is functional, it will help in fibrin formation, and once it has helped no more further, it will help in further fibrin, it will be dissolved over there. So it will be over. फिर से इंजरी हुआ तो फिर से होगा ये रिपीट. Clear or not? Now 11 o'clock and 5 minutes already. Not possible to start another topic, it will not be over. So I conclude my lecture with this. Madam, would you like to take the remaining part from your side, or else you will revise the contents for today? Kushali madam?
Revision.
Fine. Rishi, if you can stop the recording.